Hey, coaches, welcome back to Football Talk with Coach Chip right here on the good old YouTube. You can tell by the title card. Today we're going to be talking about running many different screens, different targets, different receivers, but using only one blocking scheme. This is an excerpt from the Gunpowder Spread System Manual, just part of the over 500 pages that you'll find in the Gunpowder Spread System Manual, the GPS, if you will, available to you for only $100. But here's the good news. You ask me, I'll send it to you, let you check it out. If you like it, you pay me. If you don't, you delete it. On this episode of Football Talk with Coach Chip on YouTube, presented by Just Play Sports Solutions. All play diagrams on Football Talk with Coach Chip are courtesy of Just Play Sports Solutions. You can find them online at myjustplay.com, or you can contact my buddy Brad Rumsey at brumsey@justplayss.com. brumsey, RUMSEY, at justplayss.com. That email address and the website is also in the show description down below, and you'll find his phone number as well. But do me a favor, tell him Coach Chip sent you. We talked about the system in the intro. This is an excerpt from that system. You got to have one. It's essential if you're going to be successful year in, year out, game in, game out. Makes practice organization that much better, and it's only $100. And you'll see why when you get your free trial copy. You dive into it. It's expansive. It's detailed. It includes periodic updates. I've already updated it once. And I will send those out to you as email attachments as I add them, just like when the initial system will come to you as an ebook, so you can use it to make presentations to your players and to your staff. So check that out. Also, the Big Book of Bucks, the Jet Manual, and the OL Manual for gap down backer blocking are also available. The Jet Book is $50. The OL Manual and the Big Book of Bucks are $30 each. That adds up to $210 for all four. But if you get all four at the same time, you bundle them, if you will, it's only $150. It'd be just like buying the Jet Book and the GPS system and getting the Buck Book and the OL Manual for free. So please email me at siegel.chip@gmail.com to get your copies of these valuable resources. Here you see the offensive line manual. If you just want that, it's available on Amazon for only $29.99. Or you can hit me up and I'll charge you an extra penny. No shipping charges included. And just send me $30 and I'll send it to you. Email me. I will send you the ebook for free. And if you like it, you pay me and send me your mailing address, and it will be in the mail to you post haste. This blocking scheme is something you can teach to 8-year-olds or to 18-year-olds. They run it in the NFL. They run it in college. They run it in high school. And it's the best thing going for small programs that don't have time to work on a lot of different things because the kids are going both ways. It's great for sub-varsity programs for the same reasons, but it's easy to learn. And just check it out. That's the Offensive Line Manual for Gap Down Backer Blocking, Unleashing the Power of Angles and Leverage. Please be sure to subscribe as I make this. It's getting toward the end of October. Football season is winding down in 2025. And we are looking at 5,000 subscribers. We're about 214 shy as I make this video. We're trying to get to 5,000 by the end of the year. So please check right now to make sure you're subscribed. I just told y'all, I think in the last video, a guy that's been following me since 2020, follows me on social media, watches all the videos. He hit me up and he says, Coach, I just checked because I heard you say this. I'm not subscribed. Well, I am now. He thought he was subscribed because every time I made a video, it'd come up on his feed, on his YouTube feed. Well, that's because the YouTube algorithm knows you watch it. But you're not helping me. Please help me out. Please be sure to subscribe to the channel today. Be sure to share it if you already subscribe. Tell your friends about it. Just take this video, copy and paste the link onto your social media and say, check this out. and I sure would appreciate it. When you do subscribe, I've updated this card, 64 free resources. I was about to say new, they're not all new, but there is a new one right here, number 47. It's new, and the vertical pass concepts made easy. It's relatively new. It's been out a while, but I just put it on this card. Today, if you're not already a subscriber, subscribe to it, and I'll send this to you. Just hit me up, email me, screenshot, Coach, I subscribed. Send me this presentation. It is straight from the GPS system manual. It's how we ran the screen drill. It's a great off-season June, July drill. Great for conditioning and also learning something about football. As long as you got a kid that can throw a ball about 20 yards in the air on the target, 15, 20 yards, you can run the screens the way I'm going to show you today in this video, and I will send you this. If you're already a subscriber, just share it. Say, look, Coach, I shared it. I'll send you the new screen drill resource. Like I said, it's straight from the GPS system. It's a way of showing you what's in it, just a small portion of it. Head over to the podcast. Just finished a few minutes ago, Season 2, Episode 20. It will be out on Sunday morning, the last Sunday, I believe, in October, Sunday before Halloween. And it will be there. Coach Tyler Reeves, a dynamic young offensive line coach I've known for quite some time. Been a while since I had a guy come on and talk O-line play with me. Probably going back to Coach Schiffman a few months ago, the Hog Chat guy, the Hog Football Chat. And we talked offensive line play, and he's got some really cool ideas and a really neat approach to coaching the game of football. All right. I'm going to show you some diagrams, but I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it. I want to get into showing you a few videos of what the drill allows you to do and how you can do it with a bunch of different players. You can throw the wide receiver screen, number 1, you can throw it number 2, you can throw it to running back, you can throw it to the H. You can use it in any offense, under center, wing T, I formation, wishbone. You can do any of them and block it this way. I don't like running the traditional slow middle screen in high school and, of course, sub-varsity, especially small school ball, because the defensive linemen, small school ball, they're going both ways. And a lot of times you'll get a nose or one of the middle D linemen, a tackle, who take a play off. And all of a sudden you've thrown a pick to a guy, you've rewarded him for being lazy or being tired. And so we like to throw it outside the box, but you can, and a lot of people think, well, that's wide receiver screen, that's tunnel screen. It's not a tunnel, it's kind of a tunnel. I really call it an alley screen. I refer to that as an alley screen in the manual because it's not quite the tunnel and it's not that middle screen where you're throwing the ball right behind where the ball was snapped from. And you'll see, I'm going to show you some videos. It's pretty cool. And I'm going to click through these diagrams pretty fast because I'll just send this to you. I've made a resource from the manual, okay, that's free. I don't know, it's about 12, 15 pages, I'm not sure, but it's got all this in it. It shows you how we set up the screen drill, shows you who's got what and what we call different things and what you call it with your kids. See, here's the alley, which is between the numbers and the hashes. Numbers and hashes, you got an alley on both sides. And I've made other videos a few years ago about that, and I will link them down in the show notes in the description. And then shows you the diagram, how we set it up. I go into great detail. Again, showing you explaining the blocks, what the kids do, some coaching points. Like literally in practice, we'd had the kids say, set, punch, throw, go on every rep. So they learn it that way. And talk about what we call the different things, like this is the gate. He runs up the field. And by the way, I tell you, we default is 3 steps up the field. Really fast kid, maybe more. A little slow kid, may not be as much. Okay. And by the way, speed is not a factor. It's a kid that's brave enough to catch it and is really good at finding what I call the wave and getting up in that alley. What it really is like, y'all. See, here's where I explain it. This is straight from the manual. And I'll show you other ways to do it as well. What it's really like, and then I liken it to this. It's almost like power or buck outside. And here's what I mean by that. You got the kick out block, you got the wrap, and you got the down block, the center being the down block coming from inside to outside, looking back inside to seal the rat sneaking out. Different ways to run it. Here's one, you run it to twins, and you use your number 2 to block, which gives you an extra blocker. Now you got 4 blockers at the point of attack. Now here's one where we put number 2 in motion, fake the jet, quarterback backs up like a jet pass, and then whips it out here, takes his steps up the field, comes back, boom, find the wave. You got a kick, you got a wrap, and you got a down block. So it's kind of like power of buck. It's the mindset. And you're creating a hole outside the box, outside the hashes. And all these, this is the resource. I made it for you. So hit me up at siegel.chip@gmail.com. I'll send it to you. And the resource also comes with some links to some teaching video and tells you where to go to. And it's free. You just have to subscribe. And if you're already subscribed, share. And then send it to me, siegel.chip@gmail.com. Here you see where we throw it to the tailback, more like a traditional screen where he drops back, shuffle back. He comes up the block, eases out. He's getting the ball right here behind the lineman. See, we're away from this, so we don't throw any of that pesky stuff. And here's one with some eye candy where you put the running back in motion. You got a running back that carries it a lot. He'll draw some attention, and then you throw it back over here on the weak side. By the way, I love throwing them into the boundary. You'll see one we throw to the field, but we cheat the receiver in because we don't. It doesn't matter about the quarterback. Yeah, it matters if the quarterback can reach that long throw. I don't care how good their arm is, though. While the ball is in the air, the defense is running to it. So you don't want it to be in the air as long, so you throw it to the boundary a lot. And if you go formation to field, they're going to have to play their strength over there, and maybe you'll get a numbers matchup back over on the short side of the field. Okay? Let's go to some video. All right, coaches, please be sure to visit our friends over at Just Play Sports Solutions and check out what they have for you. All those diagrams that you just saw were brought to you by Just Play Sports Solutions and their Just Play app. It's good stuff. You know, it's the best. I've used them all. I've used every play drawing tool ever since it became a thing like 20, 30 years ago when they came out with the one that didn't even have lines on the field. Remember, it was almost like a blank page and you just draw it up. It's the best one, but they have so much more. You heard about it in the ad drop. All right, let's look at some video. All right, now, some of these videos you've probably seen before if you're a long-time subscriber and follower of the channel, and I do have some new ones too. Look, right here, you can see the actual drill coming to life. And we did it to both sides of the field. We put the ball on a hash, so the right side's working it to the right, left side's working it to the left, and you're really maximizing reps. And if you don't have but a couple of centers, you can, they get gassed because you're doing it rapid. You just have a coach drop down there and be a snapper and run the drill without a center. And we've had to do that before too, but watch this. We're throwing it out here. This is one with the bonus blocker. Look at there, 4 guys at the point of attack. Now what you're gonna notice is they're not all perfect, but what you see is just getting them out there and they get in the way. And the running back or the receiver is just running around them people. See, look, you got people having to go around folks. Look, you got 4 guys down the field. It's good stuff, cuz. All right. Here's one from the state championship game a few years ago, and we're throwing it to the field. Notice we cheated him in. He's catching the ball at about the hash, the high school hash. Those are the college hashes right there. This is at Jordan-Hare. But see, you know, we usually put him down here at the top of the numbers. We cheat him in a little bit. And this quarterback had a cannon. I mean, he had a legit cannon. He could throw through the goalpost from one knee at midfield. No, I don't have video. Just take my word for it. He did it. I've coached 2 kids that could do it. One was a running back. It was a freak of nature about 20 years ago. And this kid could do it. But again, no matter how good your arm is, the ball's still in the air. So we cheat him in and run it. And then we fake the jet. Just eye candy. And not much, just let the jetter do the faking. Got 3 out in front. A lot of bodies. Good football team. They're getting to the football. Again, faking the jet, throwing it back to the short side of the field. 3 guys out there. Good play by the DN. He almost got to it. See right there? You see how he got, I want you to note, this is the drill come to life. See, he didn't take 3 steps. I mean, this comes from practice. Every kid's different. As long as he's arriving right about here, about the time the ball's arriving here, and that's why those cones in the drill make a difference. Now, granted, after halfway through the season, we just put a ball out there and run it. The kids learned it, and they did it so much. We're talking, 5 minutes a day, going back to June, July, just running that thing. And again, it's a great conditioning tool because everybody's running, but they're running at football. He comes back, catches it behind the line, which makes the lineman legal. Tackle gets out there, starts breaking down, come to balance. You don't have to devastate him. Just get in his way, and even slips, boom, right there. It's just the way. These are little receivers that in old school football have a hard time finding a place to play. But when you spread it out a little bit, and everybody's got those guys. It's what Tiger Ellison or Mouse Davis. Mouse Davis called them little piss ants. I call them popcorn farts. It makes them matter. You can, again, throw it to different people. Going to throw the running back here. Get a little eye candy. Swing it to the running back. Look, got the 3 guys out there. You say, well, Coach, he's not kicking. He doesn't have to because we got the extra blockers, the receivers. So when he gets out there, he sees that, and now it becomes like student body right. Everybody thinks this is a finesse play. No. Contraire, mon frere. This is a power play. This is student body friggin' right. John McKay, USC Trojans, John Robinson, all those great USC teams of the 60s, 70s, and early 80s running student body right. Green Bay Packers and the Packers sweep. That's what this is. It's just another way to get it there. Another one to the wide receiver. We got another one to the back and another one to the H coming. There. That wasn't good timing by the receiver. See, he's waiting for the ball. That's what you got to work out in the drill. He should have come up the field a little further and get back to here about the time the ball. And we teach the quarterback not to throw it to the receiver, to throw it to a spot. It's almost like turning 2 in baseball. You throw the ball over second base and expect the shortstop or second baseman to do his job and be there to catch it. You don't throw it to a player. You throw it to a spot. It's a spot throw. See, watch, he gets back. See, he's bouncing around, waiting a little bit. Good timing. He gets there about the time the ball gets there, catches it, turns upfield. He does get vertical. Get vertical, get all you can. That's a 1st and 10, gain 7 or 8. That's a good running play on first. Who would not take 7 or 8 yards on 1st and 10? I'll wait. Nobody? Okay. What I thought. Another one to the wide receiver. I think the timing a little bit better on this one. Guys, these are several different teams that I coached at different periods of time. This one's early in the year. Let's see the timing. This kid was a really good receiver. Oh. No, he had to wait a little bit. And that's not on the quarterback. Quarterback's got a job to do. He just got to trust himself and get upfield. But look, all these bodies out in front of the ball. You can't beat that. All right, going to throw it to the single receiver right here. This is a great example of the drill at work. You don't have a number 2 receiver. There was one. Yeah, there was one. But look at the lineman. Well, there was a tight end. You say, Coach, he missed it. No, he didn't. Made the kid go around him. If they're dancing, they ain't tackling, guys. Come to balance. A little better. That center's got to look inside for the rat kill. So we ran the running back out, little eye candy, throw it back to the single receiver. Got 3 guys out there on 2. He checks out for a 65-yard touchdown. Good job by the watch the tackle come to balance and block a much smaller kid. Big right there, 72. Just stopped, come to balance, stopped. The left guard out there, he kind of missed the guy, but the kid had to run around him. Again, his presence was the block. Boom, fake the jet. Slip it out the back door to the H. We missed one. Again, though, you're getting the ball in the open field. This was like 3rd and 10, I think. And we just did get the first down. A little close-up of that same play. Now, the tackle was on the outside backer from the jump, and I asked him why. And he said, Coach, he said, I didn't think he was going to go, so I just blocked him. And I said, okay. I told him, I said, just throw him inside next time. He drove him off them. Okay. Motion the running back out. Then he comes back in, gets behind it. We miss a couple of people. Now, that was just him being a player. But you get the idea what I'm talking about. We've blocked every one of these you've seen. The center guard and tackle did the same thing every time. Now, if you'd rather have both your tackles high wall and run their guy up the field, you can block it the same way with guard, center guard. You can do it either way. I believe I mentioned that in the manual, but just telling you now. But my point is, you can run a multitude of screens to a multitude of players and not frig around with your line, which if you've been watching Football Talk and listening to Football Talk with Coach Chip for a while now, you know that is something that's it to my core. Don't frig around with the offensive line. The more things you can do behind them, with them doing the same thing or the same few things repeatedly, the more efficient and the better you're going to be. We just whiffed on this, but again, we're getting in the open field. But the point is, watch them. They're doing the same thing every time. Very important. Set, punch, throw, go. 5 flat steps. We'll take 3, but preach 5. Never accept 3 in practice. But if they give you 3 in the game, you're cooking with peanut oil, cuz. Set, punch. Now you got to get a throw. He quit going flat because he saw there was nobody out here. So it becomes, look, sweep. Center missed one. He's going to pick this guy up a little bit there. Good job. Great job again by number 10. But guys, you block it the same every time. All right, that's it for this episode of Football Talk with Coach Chip. Here you see the resource card, the premium resources. They're available on a free trial basis. $150 for all 4 of them. You see the prices of them individually. Hit me up and we can figure something out. I promise you. Don't forget, check out our guys at Just Play Sports Solutions and their wonderful Just Play app. Hit Brad Rumsey up. He's good people. There you see the resource list available to subscribers only. If you subscribe, pause it, take a screenshot, go shopping, hit me up at siegel.chip@gmail.com, and I'll send it your way. Thanks again for your time. Thanks for subscribing to the channel, and please share the channel. All right, I'll see you on the internet. Until next time, hey y'all, be elite.